Shit gets fucking deeper. Shit gets fucking deeper in this Nolan Wells case, man. If y'all don't know, that boy Nolan, he got murdered, bro. They doing all this chit chat, woody woo woo. He drowned. He got killed, bro. Let's keep it a fucking beam. Keep it a fucking beam. He got killed, bro. He got fucking killed. That's the end of the story. Let's go straight into this motherfucker. There's some, I guess, some new evidence, or I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna see my boy Flacco. I just stopped recording like a dumbass, but let's go.
A former Mississippi judge have came forward and confirmed the police ain't doing everything they could do to solve this Nolan Wells investigation, potential murder. And it's probably because there are some very powerful families involved in this situation. Not only are they not doing their job, the judge will even take it a step further and say, yo, there are obvious crimes and arrests that needs to be made already that they are neglecting and refusing to act on. This is Carlos Moore. He's a former judge in Mississippi and current attorney. Y'all called us race hustling, ambulance chasing grifters because we say, yo, this Nolan Wells situation doesn't smell well and we want an investigation. So we race hustling, ambulance chasing grifters. So now you guys got to deal with an actual attorney, somebody who actually knows the law, somebody who was a judge, who knows how the enforcement of the laws are supposed to work. And let him explain how exactly the police is botching this investigation and not doing what they are supposed to do. Now, as you listen to him, ask yourself this: if Nolan Wells was any other race, let's not even say white, if Nolan Wells was any other race, do you think this investigation will be going how it's going right now?
Hello, friend.
I've been said this since last video, which I just uploaded like 10 minutes ago. This is race motivated. I don't give a fuck what you fucking tell me, bro. If it's a black dude in the middle of a bunch of white motherfuckers and the black dude end up dead, it's a race crime, bro. It's a race crime. It's a race crime. Let's not be fucking dumb. Let's not be naive. It's a fucking race crime. Shit is crazy, man.
Friends, come on in. I'm Judge Carlos Moore.
Judge Carlos Moore. Man, say it one time for him, man. Judge who? Say it one time for him, man. Judge who?
Hello, friends. Come on in. I'm Judge Carlos Moore.
This brother dropped a 40-minute masterpiece going at the police for their 1 hour of investigation before they said no foul play. Now, he broke down why there should be people in cuffs in jail fighting a bond right now while this case is being investigated. And he broke down the exact crimes they have already committed.
This is all very suspicious activity.
It really is, bro. It is suspicious as fuck. Because as I explained as we seen last video, I didn't even explain it because it's literally this case is brand new to me. I have not seen anything. Not saying I watched a couple videos after the video I made yesterday, but from what I'm seeing, bro, the suspects that we all suspect did the crimes is the fucking judge's son. And I think because it's three of them, is Wyatt, Eric, and Warren. So those three, their families are powerful as shit, I'm guessing, in their community or whatever the fuck, right? So it gets tricky now because they have, you already know how they be, bruh. Judge tells fucking police officer, what you see, nigga? Fuck you gonna say? I ain't see shit. Cause that's how quick motherfucking police are, bro. To fucking switch, bro. They don't get no fuck. They really fucking. Bro. This is race motivated, bro. I don't give no fuck what anybody tells me, bro. That kid was fucking murdered.
We know that based on an audio recording and some video that Nolan Wells can be heard saying, "Give me my freaking keys." Excuse me, "Give me my freaking phone." And there's been two different versions Some said he said, give me my freaking phone, or some say he said, give me my MF phone. Regardless, he was asking or demanding his phone. Someone had his phone who did not have permission to have his phone. So the first thing I see, the simplest thing I see, is who had his phone and why, and was that theft of the phone? Sometimes we look at the largest case, we try to get to murder, but the person that took his phone committed a crime right there. There are witnesses to who took that phone.
This is what we're talking about, man. This is how it looks like when somebody really wants to solve something. This is how it looks like if somebody really cares. This is how it looks like when there's a concerted effort to figure out what happened. You know what you don't do? You don't say, hey, do y'all want to talk? Nope, we ain't got nothing to say. IG deleted, phones off. We don't got nothing to say. Mama's a judge. Mama said don't talk. We good. Okay, cool. Hey, man, there's nothing, we didn't find nothing wrong. No, right? You get down to the bottom of this, man. If Nolan Wells was any other race, we're not even going to say white. You know why we're not going to say white? Right? Because when we say white, now it's race hustling. When we say white, now it's grifting. So if Nolan Wells was any other race and his friends, now we're going to say black now. If his friends were black, because we know how they do us. If Nolan Wells was any other race and his friends were black, you don't think if that video comes out of Nolan Wells screaming, give me back my phone, what y'all doing? They not charging them with theft, robbery, or something. They not bringing, listen, they will be in jail. They will find out who Nolan Wells was arguing with, who had the phone, and once Nolan Wells said, give me back my phone, and you guys didn't give it back, that's theft. If those kids were black, they'll be in jail right now. Ain't it funny the police forget how to make people rat? They forget how to make people squeal. They forget the art of turning somebody into a rat when it comes to Nolan Wells. They've been doing it to us for centuries. Should we tell you guys what y'all gameplay is? Y'all gameplay has always been, if you're trying to get somebody to squeal, if you're trying to get somebody to tell on something that took place in the neighborhood, come and pick them up on a Friday on something petty. And you make sure to pick them up at 4 p.m. on a Friday so they can sit in jail for the longest. Sit in jail all weekend long. You see a judge on Monday, the judge let you out on bond, and then pick them up again in 2 weeks on something very petty and have them sit in jail again for another weekend. And you rinse and repeat until they squeal. These are sheltered kids who've never been in trouble or been in jail. Sit in jail for a weekend will make them start telling you guys what we want to know. But because, again, these are powerful kids with powerful parents, nah. Now, the judge would also describe another crime that would allow the police to bring multiple people in. Now, the phone thing, probably one person, but the person that probably had the phone, who knows? So the phone thing is just one person. Now, the judge would also describe another crime that could be used damn near as a RICO. You bring all of them in that was at that Horn Island on these charges and make them tell on each other.
If an affidavit is signed, an arrest warrant could be signed by a judge in Mississippi to go after that person that had that phone unlawfully. We know, based on his own words, Nolan Wells' words while he was alive, he did not give whoever had that phone permission to have that phone. So was that theft? I think if an affidavit is signed, if it was presented to me.
Nigga, I know whoever had that nigga's phone is shit in bricks right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Imagine, can you imagine being that nigga right now, bro? You probably didn't even do shit, bro. You just probably had the nigga phone. You was probably playing around or some shit. Now they on your neck. They on your fucking, what they about to do when they pump your ass.
Me, when I was a judge, I would have signed an arrest warrant for the person for theft of that phone, based on what I've heard. It'd have to be an affidavit format, but if it was presented to me in affidavit format from law enforcement, I would sign the arrest warrant for, at least at this point, theft of the man's phone. We know who had it. We know who didn't report it to the family. The family had to go find it, and we know that Nolan Wells said give it back to him, and evidently it was not given back to him. Why was that? All of the other things I've stated You piece it together. Is there enough right now for arrest warrants for murder? That is a good question.
In my opinion,
I do know.
you should. In my opinion, so far, bro, those three should be locked up. That trio that was with him, that jumped him, whatever the fuck, they should be in jail off rip. You feel me? They said bro was hungover, bleeding and shit, like all type of shit. Now y'all took the nigga phone. Y'all killed my boy. Y'all killed my boy Nolan, man. And that shit is, you gotta pay the consequences, bro. It's a fucking life, bro. It's not just another fucking person, bro. It's like I keep saying this every fucking time, bro. The life we living right now, bro. The way you see me right now, bro. The way that I'm talking to you, bro. Nolan can't do that shit no more. He can't hug his mama. He can't wake up and think about being something great. You know what I'm saying? He can't wake up and think about playing football again. He can't wake up and fucking tell his mama he loves her. He can't do none of that, bro. He can't do none of that, bro. Now, like, probably over some stupid shit too, bro. That'd be the theme, bro. It's always over some dumb shit.
So at this point, there should have been search warrants signed by a judge. Evidence should have been presented to a judge by now. We are nearly 7 days after July the 4th, when he was first reported missing. There should have been evidence submitted by Jackson County law enforcement agents. We do know at this point, low-hanging fruit. There should be an investigation about the underage drinking, who provided the alcohol. Those individuals could be immediately arrested based on if there was any sworn testimony presented to a judge. I believe a judge could immediately sign an arrest warrant for those who provided the alcohol to underage individuals.
There were a couple hundred people on that island. Nobody saw nothing. Nolan drowned and nobody saw it. Nobody saw anything happen. Nobody saw Nolan leave the island. Nobody. Some people know something. That
I gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to be. You feel? I'm not trying to pull that race card at any given moment. I can. You feel me? But let's keep it a fucking beam, bro. Let's keep it a fucking beam, nigga. If there is one fucking, it could go any fucking way, bro. If there's a white dude just a white dude in the vicinity of Mexicans and black people, right? He's gonna be the odd one out. You're always gonna be like you always gonna notice him. You feel me? I don't know if it's just me, but I be seeing shit like that, like the odd ones out. You feel me, nigga? If I was on that island, bro, I would know the only fucking black kid there. Like, not know him, but he would be in my. You feel me? My, what's it called? In the back of my mind.
age drinking thing, because they were like Nolan and his friends were under 21. There were multiple kids, that probably 100 plus under 21. Well, you get to find out, okay, who brought the liquor to the island? Who in Nolan's friend group brought liquor? Because even if you're under 21, you can still get charged with underage drinking by providing liquor to underage people, even if you're under 21. Okay, which one of Nolan's friends in that friend group brought the liquor? Okay, cool. You had liquor in your hand and you passed the beer to your homie? Okay, cool, you going too. They'll probably get you about 20 plus arrests. Once you got about 20 plus people in, I can already tell you now from covering rap cases, we've never seen a case where more than 5 people where everybody kept it solid. We've never seen it. 5 plus.
The really street niggas be snitching, bro. Just look at the Lil Durk case. All OTF niggas, all BD and Lamron niggas, all tough ass killers. Still snitch. Still turn on the fucking homie, the ones that put them on. Type of shit is that, man. You sign it. This is one thing about me, bro. If you gonna play the streets, bro. You know what I mean, bro? I ain't take that route. I ain't want to take that route. I took my route. You feel me? Which is this shit. I don't care about the no game banging shit. But bro, if you gonna game bang, my nigga, game bang. If you gonna be a killer, riding around with your niggas every fucking day, bro, and y'all get caught up on something, bro, you gotta keep it P, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like that's why the streets are so dead now, because it lost its fucking image. Not even its image, but its purpose. Because now motherfuckers just beef over everything, bro. Back then it used to be, oh, you taking away my clientele because you selling my territory, or you feel me? It was money related. It was more on those grounds. Now it's about a bitch. It's about who's towing the biggest gun in the city, who's the most turned. Like, nigga, who gives a fuck about that shit, bro? Niggas always gonna turn out be snitch, that ass, every time.
People, they squilling. But these are the things we're supposed to be focusing on. These are the things we're supposed to be talking about. But instead, they want to ignore all of this. Even the man said, yo, the police ain't even applied for search warrants yet. Just the very fact that a missing person who ended up dead phone is
My nigga, you're telling me we have not got a search warrant for the fucking boat my nigga was on? Not even a murder suspect, just a murder suspect, a murder victim. Let's just call it how it is. This is a fucking murder, bro. This is not a fucking drowning. This is fucking murder. Alright. So, with all the fucking evidence we have, right? Why have we not advanced to searching the fucking vehicle the nigga was in? Why are we not? This shit gonna piss me
found on
off,
that
bro. This
boat
shit gonna piss me off.
are found in your possession, oh yeah, that right there is probable cause for us to do a search warrant of that house to find if anything else belonging to Nolan is in that house. That hasn't even been done yet. A judge has not even been approached yet in regards to this Nolan Wells investigation. Something fishy is going on here and it doesn't smell right. But instead of people focusing on this, instead of people focusing on what really matters, you got people like Jason Whitlock, who's doing 2-hour plus live streams talking about how the family don't deserve to be getting money from the public. I'm appalled, bro. Y'all are disgusting.
They have launched a GoFundMe for in loving memory of Nolan Xavier Wells. They're up to about $650,000 on this GoFundMe. There's a report that Byron Allen, black billionaire, media mogul, has donated $100,000 to the Nolan Wells GoFundMe. This thing, I think, will get to $1 million. They got a goal of 750, but they just keep raising the goal every time they reach it, and it gets higher. You know, it may have started out at like $50,000, but now they're all the way up to the goal is $750,000, and I would suspect by the end of the day they'll have a goal of $850,000 because they'll surpass the $700,000 mark or whatever. It's troubling. Is what the only thing I can call this is troubling, that they're following in a pattern that we saw from Carmelo Anthony's family. My black child has died, and I'm owed reparations. I'm owed some sort of financial settlement because my black child died in proximity to a white.
All right. First things first, bro. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. You might agree with what he's saying. You might disagree with what he's saying, right? I'm not gonna say that I agree with everything he's saying. Hell, I'm not even gonna say I agree with what he's saying, but I could see where he's coming from. Cause cool, right? You make a go. I've made a go. Well, I'm not made a GoFundMe before, but I've been part of a GoFundMe before. You feel me? It's cool to do it because you know what I mean, bro. Shit happens, bro. Shit like this happens, bro. You feel me? But it's kind of like frowned upon. It could be looked in a bad light. You feel me? It could be looked at in a bad light because it's like almost you're using, even though we know you're grieving. You know what I mean? We know it's not easy. You know what I mean, bro. It's not easy losing a child or a brother or a cousin or whatever, right? It's not easy. So I don't blame him for doing a GoFundMe. You feel me? Raise up money for his funeral, at least. You know what I mean? And if people want to keep donating, they could keep donating. I feel like that's what happened. They probably wanted to just get enough to pay for the funeral and service and probably the investigation fees and shit, if there is fees. But $1 million because your child died is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine becoming a fucking millionaire because your child died. Which I mean, for you is good, but it could be looked at in a bad light once again. But for me, I mean, I don't particularly give a fuck because I look at it as just a bunch of people just want to help this family out. You feel me? Because I feel like no amount of money is ever gonna heal somebody's pain from that shit. I know no amount of money is gonna heal me from losing my fucking cousin, so I can't imagine losing a fucking son. That shit would be.
Right person. And I get to launch a charity off of this tragedy, and that money will help soothe the pain of the loss of my child.
You are a miserable, evil, disgusting old man. Now, I can understand if you got a problem with, let's say, Ben Crump or Al Sharpton getting involved. Again, understandable. Whatever your opinion is on them, understandable. But to go as low as attacking the parents who just lost their kid, the parents aren't forcing anybody to donate. They aren't saying you must don't. No, they started a GoFundMe. Hey, we're gonna be chasing justice. We lost our kid. We're probably gonna be like away from our jobs, away from our business, trying to figure out how to get him justice. If you want to donate and help out with the cause, here it is.
Yeah, because
People,
because look, it's in this situation, bro. That doesn't apply, in my opinion. Like I said, I can see where he's coming from, what he sees it, what perspective he sees it from. But in my opinion, it's okay for the family to do it. You feel me? You just lost your child. You just lost your child. You don't know how. You already suspect how. You have a lot of powerful people involved in this case. Imagine you're the parent. You have all these things, all these things going into this case. Just like Flacco said, they're gonna be away from their jobs trying to chase justice for their child that just got obviously fucking murdered, but they trying to paint a different picture, or they're trying to delay the process. Like they haven't even got a fucking search warrant for the vehicle the boy was in, not even the boat. Shit is fucking crazy. So, man,
are given their money because they resonate with this story, because they feel for these parents, and you still got a problem with that. You still got a problem with that, and I don't understand why. Why would anybody have a problem with people giving their money free will
yeah,
to these parents who just lost their kid? You think these parents would choose the money over getting their son back? No,
It's crazy.
genuinely. You think this money is going to soothe out the lifelong pain they currently have due to the loss of their son? And I never understand.
The money gonna be good. You feel me? It's gonna be good. It's gonna definitely lift them up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna take away the whole fucking pain. Obviously, not. You're never gonna get over that pain. You feel me? You nurtured this kid. You see him grow 18 years under your care. See him every day, every night, kissing him good night every night, texting him every day. I love you. Woo woo woo. You're never gonna get those texts back. You're not. You're never gonna get those texts again. You're never gonna get them hugs. You ain't never gonna get those FaceTime calls. You're never gonna get nothing again. And now you're left with nothing but just $1 million. Which, you feel me? It ain't bad, but it's definitely not worth losing your loved one for. You feel me?
Yo, y'all don't have this energy for anybody else other than your own. Y'all don't have this energy for anybody else, yo. It's never nobody else. There was a woman, Shiloh Hendricks, who raised like $800,000 because she lost her job after calling a 5-year-old autistic black boy the N-word with the hard R at a public park. Where was this energy for Shiloh Hendricks? Where was it at? As a matter of fact, let's take a look at what Jason Whitlock had to say about Shiloh Hendricks. Again, I haven't even researched it yet. Okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Jason Whitlock had to say about Shiloh Hendricks. Why don't I see no show about this? Why don't I see no show about this? Shiloh. How Shiloh Hendricks and Carmelo Anthony benefit? All right, man. All right, man. Hey, yo, listen. To placate to the white supremacists who follow him, when he spoke on Shiloh Hendricks, who got like almost $700,000 to $800,000 for calling a black boy the hard R, he had to pair it with Carmelo Anthony to make the white supremacists who watch him feel a little better. Bro, mind your business. This got nothing to do with you. You ain't donate. This is not your money. Why do you give a damn? Why must y'all harass these innocent people? They not bothering nobody. They trying to get justice for their son. Why do y'all continue to harass them? Look at this hating nonsense he engaged in. Yo, watch this, bro. Watch this. They didn't come begging you for money. Why do you care? How much money they get? Why?
And I get the pretense of the argument would be, well, I've got to have money to buy the kind of justice that I want for my child. I guess the argument would be that Mississippi is so racist that if I don't have money to spread around, I can't get Mississippi, law enforcement in Mississippi, to pursue the truth. But there's also the other argument that some people could make is if I don't have money, I can't manipulate the truth. I can't produce the truth that I want. And so let me start a GoFundMe. Maybe I'll use some of it to improve my life. Maybe I'll use some of it to make sure I get an autopsy report that backs up my contention, or an autopsy report that tells the truth, a toxicology report that tells the truth or supports my narrative. But this seems like the way that we're headed, and I'm pointing to Carmelo Anthony as like he laid the blueprint, but maybe I should point even further back that this has been the point of the entire Black Lives Matter movement.
Jason Whitlock used to be so much more believable with his LARP. I feel like the LARP has kind of got, like, it's gotten stale, bro.
Like, how do I put it? Because I don't necessarily, I don't disagree with it. Nah, I disagree with it, but I understand. I understand where he's coming from, but I don't understand. You feel me? Like I get why he looks at it the way he looks at it, but under this circumstance and this situation, like, is not that, bro. Is not that. Is not that.
Right? The parents have came out and said they don't think it's a race thing. The parents have not brought up race not once. They simply said, we just want a private investigation. And we will bankroll it and we will fund the private investigation for our son. And if y'all want to help with this private investigation, here's the GoFundMe. Y'all can help, but we're going to do it. That's all they've ever said. They ain't accused nobody. They ain't said this person did it or this person did it. They ain't say the 3 white friends did it. They just said, we want a private investigation. And you're still choosing to attack those people, which tells me it's never about what they say. It's always about their skin tone. If you black, you are going to be on the receiving end of Jason Whitlock. As simple as that. It makes no sense whatsoever. But let me know what you guys think, all right? What do you guys think about Jason Whitlock comments and about what the judge had to say? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here on my screen to find out how Linnell is getting canceled for making these threats to a radio host live on air. I'm going to see you guys in this Linnell video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Man. I don't know, bro. It still shocks me that nobody has been at least fucking. I need an arrest. I just need those 3 arrested. Because you feel me, bro? Yeah. Just leave it at that, man. Yeah. You know. But man, I'm gonna end this shit off here, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want me to react to next, man. Justice for that boy Nolan, man. Fuck the white.